Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So from today, we are going to start with projects development. So today we are going to develop mini projects. All right. So here, what is the main purpose of this mini projects development? So we are going to develop two mini projects here. Okay. The main agenda of this mini projects development, first we need to improve requirement analysis. How you will get the requirement in the company? So you are working as a developer, client is expecting some project to be developed. So how you are going to get the requirement from the client? How you are going to get the requirement from the client, and how we need to analyze that requirement? How we need to analyze that requirement? Requirement analysis, improving the main agenda of mini projects development, improving requirement analysis. Then after this, asking how to ask queries, on requirement. If you have any doubts on the requirement, how you need to ask those questions to the functional people, that you need to learn. Then third part, database analysis, DB design for the project. In order to develop your project, definitely we need to do some analysis on the database side. What are the tables we need to take? Okay, what are the columns we need to take? What is the relationship we need to take? That database design is also very, very important for the project. Then after this one, another most important thing, Java classes and methods design. So for our project, what are the classes based on the given requirement? What are the classes we need to develop, and what are the methods we need to take, and what is the signature of the method that we need to understand. Then next one, coding part, coding and testing. Coding and testing. And the next one, code integration part also we need to learn. Okay, improving requirement analysis, the main agenda of developing mini projects. So we are learning mini projects development to learn below concepts, right? Improving requirement analysis, and whenever you are analyzing a requirement, you may get some questions on the requirement. So how to ask those questions on the requirement, and what is the database design for the project for the given requirement? We need to understand the database designing skill. Then we need to understand how to take the Java classes and the Java methods. Okay, and we need to learn how to improve the coding skills. We need to learn how to improve the coding skills, and we need to learn how to improve the coding skills, and we need to learn how to test our application, and we need to learn code integration. So if you properly work on these two mini projects development, then you can develop any type of requirement. Okay, your coding skills will be improved, and your analysis skills will be improved. Your coding skills will be improved, and your analysis skills also will be improved. Then you can work on any type of a project in the real time. So here, what type of requirement we are developing, that is not important thing. Okay, so how you are going to analyze that requirement? What is the requirement, and what is your analysis on the requirement? So most of the people are completing the courses, but when it comes to the project, they are not able to understand from where to start and where to end. That is the biggest challenging task for the students. Okay, so the people are completing the core Java, advanced Java, and Spring Boot microservices trainings also, but they are not able to develop one project on their own. They are not able to develop one project on their own. The problem is not coding. You know coding, you know how to create a class, you know how to create a method, how to create a variable, how to create a object. The biggest problem for the people is analysis. They are not able to understand the requirement properly, and they are not able to analyze how many tables we need to take for the project, and they are not able to understand how many classes we need to take for the project, how many methods we need to take for the project. Those things are confusing for the people. So this coding and testing, this is very simple. If you are good in these areas, then the coding is very easy. People will feel that coding is difficult, but coding is not difficult. Analysis is difficult. Getting this idea is difficult. How many classes we need to take, how many methods we need to take, what parameter we need to take for the method, what return type we need to take for the method, that is difficult for the people. What parameter we need to take, what return type we need to take, that is difficult for the people. Are you guys able to follow me? So if you do the proper analysis and proper database design, proper classes design, then you can work on any type of project. You can work on any type of project in the real time. Okay. So here, so two mini projects you are going to observe. Now see what is your confidence level now. After these two mini projects are completed, then you compare your confidence levels. Today, what is your confidence level as a developer? After these two mini projects are completed, then you check your confidence levels. Lot of difference will be there. Lot of difference will be there. Now you know Java, but when I give some requirement on the project, you are not able to analyze. You are not able to understand database design part, classes design, and methods design. How many tables we need to take for the project, how many methods we need to take in the class, what are the parameters we need to take for the method, what are the return types we need to take for the method. That is very, very, very confusing for the people. Okay, that is the reason they don't have confidence. You know coding. I'm not saying that you don't know coding. You know coding, but you don't have proper analysis skill. So you need to improve requirement analysis. So whenever some requirement is given to you, first you need to understand the requirement properly. You need to get some questions on the requirement, and you need to ask those questions. And once you got the complete clarity on the requirement, then you need to start the database designing for the project. When I say database design, for the given requirement, how many tables are required, how many columns are required, what is the relationship that we need to establish, what is the foreign key, what is the primary key. So those columns we need to take in the tables. Then once first database design should be completed. Once your data model is ready, then you need to work on the Java classes and Java methods design. So for this requirement, how many classes, how many methods, and main important thing, when to take a parameter for the method, what parameter, what return type we need to take for the method. This is biggest problem for the students. They know class, they know method, but for the given requirement, which class to take, which method to take, what parameter, what return type to take, that is confusion for the people. So once you are able to complete these 4 steps now, then doing the coding is very easy. If you have the proper plan, data model, and classes and methods structure, then writing the code is very, very simple. Coding and testing is very simple. Once the coding is completed, so multiple people will be working on the project. Then code integration. So we are going to create one Git repository. In that Git repository, multiple people code should be integrated. So that's where you need to learn how to work with the team. Team collaboration you should know. If you are only one person doing the project in the Git repository, then you will not face any problems. When multiple people are working in the project, so multiple people will make the code changes in the project, they will be integrating the code in the project, then there is a chance of getting the Git conflicts. Okay, so you need to know how to integrate your code without any conflict problems. So as part of this mini projects development, we are going to learn these concepts. Are you clear? Are you clear? What is the main reason to develop the mini projects as part of our course?
Improving analysis and
yes. You need to come on, read all of you. What is the main purpose of going for mini projects development? To improve requirement analysis part, to ask queries on the requirement, to do the database design for the project, which is called as a data modeling. So for our requirement, what kind of tables we need to, and Java classes, what are the classes we need to develop? In those classes, what are the methods we need to write? What should be the parameter for the method? What should be the return type for the method? That we need to understand. And the next one, once your 4 steps are completed, the 5th step is coding, actual logic we need to implement. And whatever the logic we implemented, we need to test that logic is working as expected or not. And next one, code integration. And the next one, code integration. So we need to see whether that code is integrated properly in the Git repository or not. Code integration part that we need to implement. Are you guys able to follow me?
yes, sir.
All right. Now, what is my expectations from you guys? So generally, students' mindset I have seen from last 7-8 years. So what the students will expect? Faculty has to do everything and faculty has to share the code. Then students will take that code and will practice it. Do you have same expectations? In generally, in my previous batches, I have observed that whether it is a mini project or whether it is a major project, students will expect faculty to do everything in the class and faculty should share that Git repository with the code. Then people will take that code and people will practice that code. So do you guys have same expectations?
No,
sir.
You want me to do everything in the class, line by line coding and share the code with you?
No, sir. No.
We need like a challenging.
No, sir. In all these stages, please involve every one of us in all these stages,
Yeah.
sir.
So
Yes,
I want you people to
we work in the company, so you will be like we'll be treating you as a tech lead under whom we people will be working. Sir.
Yeah. Now I will tell my plan here, guys. I will tell my plan. So first, what I will do is I will explain requirement. I will explain requirement and I will share requirement document. Okay. The step 1, I will explain the requirement and I will share the requirement document with you. Then step 2, students should analyze the requirement. Students should analyze the requirement and should ask questions. If any. So my first step is I am going to explain the requirement for you and I will share that requirement document with you people, which is called as functional design document. Okay, I will explain the requirement and I will share the requirement document with you. That is my step 1. Then second step, students should analyze the requirement and should ask the questions, if any. You may get some doubts on the requirement, then you need to ask the doubts. Once your doubts are clarified, students should work on database design. Students should work on database design, which is called as data modeling. Students should work on first, you need to do the database design with your ideas, because if I explain the things right, it will become very easy for you. You will not face the challenges. So you need to work like a company project. Students should work on database design, which is called as data modeling. Then next one, step 4, I will explain my database design. Okay, then you compare your DB design with my DB design to find gaps. Is this okay for you? First,
Yes,
I'm giving
yes.
the chance for you. First,
Yes.
because if I explain the database design directly, then you will feel everything is easy because I'm having 10 plus years of experience in the development. So I can analyze any type of requirement. I can develop any type of requirement. But here, I am writing the code. I am integrating the code. I am doing the analysis. I am doing the database design. That is not important because I have already done in the several batches. I have done in the several projects in the company. Here, the most important thing is how you are doing, how much you are able to do, where you are not able to do, where you are getting stuck. You need to understand your problem and you need to fix that problem. So that's why first I will explain the requirement and I will share the requirement document with you. I will explain the requirement and I will share the requirement document with you. Students should analyze the requirement and should ask questions if any. If you have any questions, if you are not able to understand the requirement, then you need to ask the questions. Once your questions are clarified, once you got the complete clarity on the requirement, then students should work on database design, data modeling. Data modeling, nothing but tables that are required for the project, columns that are required in the table. Do we need to establish any relationship in the database? That you need to analyze. Once your analysis is completed, then show the database analysis to me. Show your database analysis. After checking your database analysis, then I will explain my database design for you. So if I explain my database design, right, then you compare your database design with my database design to find any gaps. That means whatever I am thinking and whatever you are thinking. So because everybody having a different mindset, everybody will have a different analysis skill, everybody will have a different thought process. Whatever you are thinking, I may not think like that. Whatever I am thinking, you may not think like that because everybody is unique. Everybody will have a different thought process. Everybody having a brain, but how that brain is working, that is important, right? So here I will explain my database design. Then you compare your database design with my database design to understand whether your analysis is matching with my analysis or not. Are you guys able to follow this? I will explain my database design. Then you compare your database design with my database design to find any gaps. Once this is completed, student should work on the coding. Once the design is completed, then students should work on coding part. Nothing but you need to do the development. Because first I am giving the chance for you. You should be able to write the code on your own. I want to see whether you are able to do the coding on your own or not. I want to see whether you are able to do the coding on your own or not. Students should work on coding part, that is the development. Then step 7, I will develop the code by involving few students. Okay, teamwork. It's not like I'm going to do the everything on my own. If I do everything, you will not learn anything. Okay, so students should try the coding part. Some people will be able to do it, some people may not be able to do it. That's fine. So we will develop the code. I will develop the code by involving few students that we are going to do the teamwork here. We are going to do the teamwork here. Then step 8, code integration we are going to learn. Step 8, we are going to learn the code integration part here. Okay. Are you clear with the process? The same process we are going to follow for the mini projects as well as for the major project also. So two mini projects we are going to develop and one major project we are going to develop, and we are going to follow the same process for the two mini projects as well as one major project. And keep in mind why we are here, why you join for the project development. Project development means, do you think that in the company one person will develop the project? I need your answers, guys. Do you think that one person will develop the entire project in the company?
No, sir.
Can
No,
one
sir.
person do it first of all?
No.
No. One person cannot do the entire project. It will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. So we need to learn teamwork. So a team will be available in the company. Multiple people will be involved in the project development. So I want to follow the same process in this class also. We need to work as a team. We need to work as a team. And what is directly, I can start the major project. Directly, I can start the e-commerce project and we can develop this. But why we are not starting the major project directly? What is the reason behind that? Why we are going with mini projects, then major project?
To improve the analysis.
Knowledge on
So people are weak in the analysis part. People are not able to understand the requirement, not able to analyze the database design, not able to analyze the classes and methods. People are not able to write the code on their own. So that's why first I need to improve your skill. Then with that skill, we are going to develop the major project. So that's why we are going to concentrate on requirement analysis part and how to ask queries on the requirement. And we are going to learn database design part for the project. And we are going to learn Java classes analysis and methods design. That means how many classes, what are the methods, what parameters, what return types we need to take. Then finally, doing the development and testing that code. Okay, coding and testing. Then code integration part. As a team, we are working, so we need to do the code integration part also. And so the project's development process in JRTP. Mini and major, both mini and major projects development process. So what is the process that I'm going to follow here? So I will explain the requirement and I will share the requirements document with you. That is called basically FDD in the real time, which is also called as functional design document, which is called as functional design document. So what is the process? I will explain my requirement and I will share my requirement with you. That is a document I'm going to share with you. You need to read that document and you need to note down any questions if you have on the document, because whatever the requirement I am giving, I have the clarity on the requirement. But first time you are seeing the requirement, so you don't have the clarity on the requirement. So you need to analyze the requirement and you need to ask some questions if you have any questions in the requirement. So here you need to improve your analysis skills, understanding how to understand the requirement, and understanding the client business is very important for a developer to develop the project. The next one, you need to work on the design part. Here nobody will tell you what tables are required, what methods are required, what columns you need to take, what parameters you need to take for the method. In the company, nobody will tell you. So you should be independent. You should become independent developer. You should be able to handle everything on your own. So you need to understand the requirement. You need to ask the questions, do the database design, develop the classes, develop the methods, test it, integrate it, and deliver it. So you should know the complete SDLC. You should be able to do the SDLC on your own. So that's where students should work on the database design part. So as you are new to this approach, I will also explain my database design for the project. For first project, second project, third project, whatever it is. For both projects, I will explain my database design. Here, you will realize what are the mistakes you are doing as a fresher. So I will do the analysis with my experience and I will tell you my analysis. Then you need to compare your database design with my database design to understand your design is matching with my design or not. If you are able to design what like me, whatever the database design I am going to tell you, if you are able to do the database design properly, then excellent. You can work with any type of project, you can work with any type of requirement. And before I am going to do the coding, I want you to complete the coding part for the requirement. You need to do the database design, students should work on the coding part. Students should, here one more step guys, students should work on Java classes and methods analysis. Java classes and methods analysis. Then after this, I will explain my analysis. I will explain my analysis for Java classes and methods required. First, you need to identify what are the classes and what are the methods. Okay, students should work on the Java classes and methods analysis. I will explain my analysis for the classes and methods. Okay, then compare. Okay, students should compare your analysis going correct or not. Then here, students should develop the code for the given requirement. Students should work on coding part on their own. You need to develop this project on your own. So I want to see whether you are able to develop the code or not. I will see whether you are able to analyze the code or not, whether you are able to analyze the classes and methods or not. So once you are able to do the coding, then excellent. If you are not able to do the coding, then I will do that code by taking the help of some students in the class. I will involve some people in this coding part also. I will develop the code by involving few students. So we are going to do the work as a team. It's a teamwork. Then finally, we are going to see the code integration part. So all of you please read the points. I means trainer will explain the requirement. Okay, trainer will explain the database design. Trainer will explain the analysis for Java classes and methods. Students should work on the coding part. Trainer will develop the code by involving few students. Trainer will explain the requirement and will share the requirement document with you. Students should analyze the requirement, should ask questions if any. Students should work on the database design, which is called the data modeling part. Show the database analysis. Show your database analysis to the trainer for verification, for checking. Trainer will explain database design. Students should compare. You compare your DB design with the trainer DB design to find the gaps. Okay. Students should work on the Java classes and methods analysis part. Trainer will explain the analysis for the classes and methods. Students should compare it. Students should work on the coding part directly. You need to start developing the code. Whether you are able to develop or not able to develop, that is a different story. At least you need to try. So once the student coding part is completed, then trainer will develop the code by involving few students as a teamwork. Okay, so then code integration we need to perform. All of you clear with the process? So in this, if you follow this approach, do I need to share the code with you? If you want, I will share the code. I don't have any problem. If you want the code, I can share the code also. I don't have any problem. But taking my code, that is not important. You need to check whether you are able to develop the code or not. Whether you are able to develop the code or not, that part you need to check here. You join here to become a full stack developer. You join here to learn the full stack development process. Okay, so here also in this project batch also, if you are expecting everything from the trainer, then there is no use of joining for this batch. Okay, in this project batch also, if you are expecting from the trainer, if you are expecting everything from the trainer, then there is no use of joining for the project. Project means first you should give a try. You should try, you should do. So in the company, there is no option you have to do. Here you try. If you are able to do, excellent. If you are not able to do, as I am a trainer for you, I am going to explain that so that you can compare whether you are able to whether you are able to do the code or not, whether you are able to develop the project on your own or not. You can compare it. So if you do some mistakes, I will be here to help you. But tomorrow, if you do some mistake, you will lose your job. So you need to try the things on your own. You should improve the skill to become independent developer. Okay, and here also, and I'm saying with my experience, after explaining these many things also, some people will not follow the process. Some people mindset, we paid 9,000 rupees for Java real-time project batch in Ashok IT. Ashok has to develop each and everything in the class. Ashok has to write the code line by line, and Ashok should share the workspace with us because we have done the payment for Ashok. So some people mindset is like that. Definitely I will do the coding, live coding will be there, and I will share the code with you also. I don't have any problem. But if you take my code without you are trying, then your 9,000 rupees waste. There is no use. You will not get any benefit from that. The main agenda of the project is you should learn how to develop the things on your own and how to work with the team. That is the most important thing, because in the industry tomorrow, when you join in the company, those two things are important. How to manage the teamwork, how to collaborate with the team for the project work, and how to do the things on your own. These two things you need to improve. So that is the reason. First, I will give the chance for you to do the task. If you are able to do, then excellent. If you are not able to do, I will explain how to do it. All of you agree with me? If you agree with me, please type in the chat box, agree.
Yes.
Yes, Ashok, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Like, do we need to have all the knowledge of Spring Boot and microservices to develop this project?
Currently, microservice is not required because too many projects I am going to develop with Spring Boot and Time Leaf.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sir, when you say the requirement document, so is it high level?
No, sir, I will show you now only. A PDF I'm going to share with you with the screens properly.
So it's a high level design document, right, sir?
Correct,
So
correct.
we will be preparing low level design documents for the database, for the data modeling, as well as for the Java classes and method analysis.
Yeah, I will give the high level design. You need to prepare the low level design.
Right,
I will tell what is my requirement.
Sure.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Just for clarity, sir, how many days we are working on this one mini project?
It will take 1 week. It will take 1 week of time. Sir, it depends on you. How quickly you are completing the task. Based on that, we will complete it. So it will take approximately.
There is no specific days for analysis and all means.
So it's like a homework, right? Today I will give the document. Tomorrow you need to show me your analysis.
Okay, sir.
It's like a homework. Everything we can't do in the class.
Okay.
Right?
So, sir, you will be guiding us for the exception handling also.
Yes, everything, sir. Complete in the real time. How we are going to develop a project in the same way we are going to develop. But the thing is, first you need to try. Then I will explain. I want you to involve in the project development. It's not like one-way traffic. Everything I'm doing and I'm explaining, I'm sharing the code. No, I want you people to involve in the project.
Yeah, hi Ashok sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have the knowledge on Java 8 and Spring Boot and Spring Boot Data JPA. For this prerequisite is enough for mini project.
Yes, sir. WebMVC knowledge is also required, sir. WebMVC and Time Leaf.
Spring MVC also. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. With
Yeah, and
Spring,
also, sir, I don't know that one AWS deployment. It's
that is not now, sir. AWS deployments and all we will see at the end, sir. Major project deployments we are going to do on the AWS and all.
okay,
not
no
now.
need to join AWS, na, sir?
Currently, it's not required.
Okay, okay. For actually 6 p.m. batch is running AWS.
No, it's not for the Java project. It is for DevOps people.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
So we
Okay.
expect to implement JUnit in this project, sir.
JUnits, not now, sir. JUnit we will discuss later and we will implement them. First, we'll complete the mini projects development.
Okay.
Then we will learn the tools which are pending and we'll involve those tools in the project.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Are you
Hi,
guys clear with the process?
Hi, Ashok sir. Am I audible to you? Sir, I have one question. Actually, while analyzing the project requirement, does the design pattern part also comes under analysis? Because I have faced this kind of question in the interview more frequently when I mention about
design patterns comes here, sir. When you are developing the classes, best practices you need to follow. Here, functionality you are going to understand.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir,
So guys,
regarding the data modeling, there are some understanding gaps, sir, like how the tables will join and those type of things. As a database side, little bit.
Yeah, you need to analyze. I will tell my analysis. I am also going to explain, right? I am not completely leaving that part. First, I am giving the chance for you to do it. If you are not able to do, then you can see when I am analyzing the database. I will explain the analysis in the class. Then you compare your analysis with my analysis. It is matching or not.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
All right, guys. So,
so one query, please.
Yeah, please.
Like we know that these all process called FDD, right? So one time interviewer asked me how do you do TDD in your project? Is it similar like that?
Technical design document means this one, sir. Database designing and classes methods. That is called technical design document.
Is it also called the low-level document?
Low-level document is called technical. High-level document means whatever I will share. I will tell you. So by end of this project, you will understand what is high-level document, what is low-level documents.
Okay,
Sir,
that means
hibernate exception means
theoretically you are saying TDD is low level and FTD is high level.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah, fine, guys. And questions I will take at the end, guys. Just let me complete first. Okay. So here I request all of you follow this practice. Follow this practice to improve your coding skill. If you don't practice, if you don't do the work on your own, if you are completely depending on me, then there is no use of project batch. So I request everybody, please follow this process to complete our mini projects and major project. Then definitely you will become independent developer. You can work on any type of project. You can work on any type of requirement in the real time if you follow the process in the mini projects and major project. If you take it light, if you don't practice, if you don't do the assignments, if you don't try the things on your own, then I cannot help you. You will not get any benefit from this project course if you don't follow this process. Okay, so I request everybody take it seriously. For next 1 month of time, you are working on mini projects and major projects development. If you take this 1 month seriously and if you keep your efforts, then definitely you will become very good Java full stack developer. Okay, so and I want to know what topic is going on in the Angular classes currently. What topic is going on in the Angular classes?
Demo is
completed.
Demos completed, introduction completed.
Yeah.
Okay, good, fine. Let me share one requirement document with you guys now. So what is our first mini project? What is our first mini project? This first mini project is basically a website which we are developing for managing the inquiries in our application. Okay, so now, so my first mini project is something like education counselor portal. My first mini project that we are going to develop 01 mini project. So this is Educational Institute Counselor Portal. Educational Institute or Training Institute Counselor Portal. Training Institute Counselors Portal. So you know, right, in every training institute, some counselors will be available. So students will come for the inquiries for the institute. They want to inquire about particular course. Then counselors will note down the students' inquiries data. They will store in the website, and the counselor will follow up the inquiries and all that part. So that kind of a training institute website we are going to develop as our first mini project. So when I say mini project, that means limited functionality only we are going to develop, just to get the basic idea on the requirements design, basic idea on the requirements design, basic idea on the coding analysis and all that part, right? So my first project is Training Institute Counselors Portal. So now generally you forget about this project, you apply your common sense and you tell me what is the duty of the counselors in the institute, guys. Before joining the course, you might have called to Ashok IT Institute to inquiry about the Java project
To collect
course.
the questions from the student.
Sorry?
So
To
whatever
collect the questions from the students.
whatever the queries that a student have on the expectation, so the counselor will try to collect the data and provide clarification on those queries.
Right. Now, what is the responsibility of the counselors in the institute? Counselor is responsible to collect students' information. Whenever a new student comes for the inquiry, so some student came for the offline inquiry, they came to Ashok IT Institute and they asked when the Spring Boot microservice batch is going to start, what is the fees, what is the duration, when the batch is going to start, like that. Counselor is responsible to collect students' information. Okay, then counselor will enter student inquiry details in website. Student inquiry details in the website. So when they enter the inquiry details, this is a new inquiry. So first time student came to the institute, student asked about Spring Boot microservices course in Ashok IT. Counselor will enter student inquiry details in the website as new inquiry. So this is a new inquiry. Then after that, after a few days, counselor will follow up all inquiries, and will share course starting details, right? When the batch is going to start, what is the time, what is the duration and all, they will share the details. Counselor will update inquiry status. Counselor will update inquiry status. So initially this inquiry is new, then that new inquiry means we got the new inquiry, then that inquiry is enrolled, student joined for this course. If the student has joined for this course, then inquiry will be converted into enrolled. Otherwise, if student don't join for this course, then that inquiry is lost. Student came to institute, they have done the course inquiry, then they have done the payment, they joined for the batch. Then that inquiry is called as enrolled inquiry. Then if student has done the inquiry in our course, but he did not join in our institute, they joined in the other institute, then that inquiry is a lost inquiry. Then that inquiry is a lost inquiry. Then next one, counselor can check performance report. That means how many inquiries handled, okay, how many inquiries are enrolled, total inquiries handled, performance report of the counselor, total inquiries handled by that counselor. Okay, so enrolled count and lost count. total inquiries are handled. Okay, still open inquiries, enrolled count, enrolled inquiries count, lost inquiries count. So performance report is required, right? Month end, they need to submit to the business owner. Counselor should submit the report to me. So this month, I have handled 50 inquiries in our institute. Out of 50, 20 people has done the payment and 20 people joined in the other institute. 10 people are still deciding whether to join or not. Okay. So when I say counselor is responsible to collect students' inquiries information, counselor will enter that inquiry details in the website, enter the details as a website. So it is open inquiry. That means a new inquiry. New inquiry is nothing but an open inquiry. Counselor will follow up all the inquiries and will share the course details to inquiries based on our batches schedules. Counselor will update the inquiry status as new, inquiry status as enrolled or lost. By default, inquiry is open. They came for the inquiry. Then counselor will update the status as enrolled or lost. If a student has done the payment for the course, that inquiry is converted into enrolled inquiry. If a counselor has not, if the student has not joined for the course, that means is a lost inquiry. Counselor can check the performance report in the dashboard. Okay, so every month they can see total how many inquiries they handle, how many inquiries are still open. Open inquiries means student is not joined in our institute. They have done the course inquiry, but they have not joined. They are thinking where to join, our institute or other institute. Still they are in confusion mind. So that is open inquiries. Who joined in our institute? Those are enrolled inquiries. Who joined in the other institute? They have done the inquiry in our institute, but joined in the other institute. Those inquiries are called as lost inquiries. Okay. And in our note down, in our institute, we have multiple counselors. It's not one counselor. In our institute, we have multiple counselors. So we need to design a project that is useful for the counselors in the institute to manage student inquiries. That is our first mini project. Training Institute counselors website, counselors portal. So this website is used by counselors to manage the inquiries which we are getting to our institute. In our institute, multiple counselors are available, and those counselors should be able to use this website to handle their day-to-day inquiries data. Counselor is responsible to collect students' inquiries information. Counselors will enter the student inquiry details in the website. That is a new or open inquiry by default. Counselor will follow up the inquiries and will share the details to inquiries based on the batches schedule. Counselor can check inquiries. Counselor can check inquiries to follow up based on course status. Okay. Counselors will update inquiry status. Counselor can check performance report. Total inquiries are handled. Okay. How many inquiries are still open? Open inquiries count, enrolled inquiries count, and lost inquiries count. In our institute, we have multiple counselors. So whatever the website we are developing, we need to keep multiple employees in your mind. Multiple employees. You need to keep in mind that multiple employees will be available as counselors in the institute. In our institute, there are 7 counselors available. So whatever the website we are developing, that is useful for those 7 counselors to manage their inquiries data. Are you able to understand the main theme of the project? Guys,
Yes.
are you able to understand main theme of the project?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So what is the main theme of the project? What is the main purpose of the project?
Counseling the things. If a student is coming and we have to counsel the thing.
So for a training institute, counselor department will be available. That counselor department will handle the counseling part. So students will come to institute for inquiring the course. Some students will not come to institute. They will do the inquiry directly through a phone call. Some people will do the inquiry through a WhatsApp message also. In multiple ways, we are going to get the inquiries. So for our institute, offline inquiries will be available. Online inquiries also will be available. So how many inquiries we are getting? Those things will be entered into our website. Counselor is responsible to collect student inquiries information, and counselor will enter that data in our website for tracking purpose. By default, that inquiry is an open inquiry, and counselor can check what all the inquiries they have added to follow up based on the course and based on the status. Counselor will update the inquiry status as enrolled or lost inquiry. Counselor can check performance report in the dashboard. So their performance as a business owner, what I will check, guys? There are 7 counselors available. What I will check as a business owner?
Performance.
Which counselor is handling how many inquiries?
How many inquiries?
How many they are converting? How many we are
How many
losing?
enrolled is gone?
Okay, so for one counselor in 1 month there are 100 inquiries available, but nobody has done the payment. Then what is the performance of the counselor?
Lost.
Not good. So as a business owner, you need to check, right, how your counselors are handling the students. So that's why there should be a dashboard where we will see for one counselor how many inquiries, how many are still open, how many are enrolled, how many are lost. So this report is available, and this website multiple counselors can use. For every counselor, separate dashboard will be available. So you got the main concept. What is the project that we are going to develop? Is it interesting?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can we add there one thing where like concession is given for any student?
That is different story. That payment part, that is a different story.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Good. Now let me show you the sample design of this project, guys. So this is the project design that I have done. This is where, as I told you, it is a mini project, guys. Don't expect a beautiful UI. Don't expect the complete payment gateways and all. It's not required here. You got my point?
Yeah.
Okay. So whatever that I have explained, mini project. So the mini project functionality, this is the main agenda of the project. So in our institute, counselors available, they are getting the inquiries for the courses from the students. The students are calling and they are coming to institute for inquiry. They are calling and they are doing the course inquiry. So all these inquiries we have to maintain in our website. So that's where we are going to develop one project. So what is the project that we are going to develop? Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Can you guys see?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It will be a role-based access also.
We'll see that, sir. Let's understand the screens first. Okay. Now, guys, in this project, I'm not involving any admin module, something like that. It's basic, just counselor portal we are going to develop. So, sir, can we add admin module? So, can we add payment module? Can we add notes? Can we add? So, we can add everything, but it's a mini project. So, limited functionality we are going to implement. Okay. So, first, for every project, login screen will be available. Registration screen will be available. Whenever the counselor joined in the institute, I will give this counselor portal URL for them. They will create their own account and they can log in into their account. Okay, so they can go here and they can register with the name, email ID, password, phone number. They will register in the website, and once they have registered, then they can go and log in into our website. Once they log in into the website, then their dashboard will be displayed. In the dashboard, it will display how many inquiries they handled, how many inquiries are still open, total inquiries they handled, how many open, how many people enrolled. Enrolled means who joined for the course, and how many inquiries are lost. A dashboard will be displayed. If you first, this dashboard data depends on the person who is logged in into the website. If you log in, your report will display. If I log in, my report will display. It's not a static. It's based on the counselor. So first, counselor will come to the website, and this is a portal where they will register. They will create their account here. Once the account is created, then they can log in into their account. When they log in into the account, immediately the dashboard page will be displayed for them. In the dashboard, the report will be available. Total inquiries, how many that person handled. So multiple counselors. So when first counselor logged in, that counselor report will be displayed in the dashboard. So total inquiries they handled, how many inquiries are open, how many inquiries are enrolled, converted into admissions, and how many people lost. So that report will be available. Logged in counselor dashboard report should display. So which person is logged in, which counselor is logged in, that logged in counselor data we need to display. And they have the option add a new inquiry and view the inquiries. When they click on add a new inquiry, add inquiry page will open. In the add inquiry, student name, student phone number, class mode, offline or online, and course, which course they want to join, then status, it is a new inquiry or open inquiry, they will save it. So here, based on the inquiry information, the counselor will add the inquiry data and click on save button, that will be saved in the database. And there is an option, view all inquiries option is available. When they click on view all inquiries, then a page will be displayed. Here, the records that counselor added, with the records, the inquiries, multiple counselors are adding the inquiry. One counselor data should not display for other counselor. So when you log in into the Facebook, only your friends' photos will display. When you logged in into Amazon, your orders will display. When I logged in into Amazon, my orders will be displayed. Similarly, which person is adding the counselor inquiry, only that particular counselor inquiry should be displayed here. And here they can filter the data. Class mode, I want to see only online inquiries. I want to see only Java inquiries. I want to see all the open inquiries. Based on the class mode, based on the course, based on the status, they can filter the data and they can see the data here. And they can click on edit button and they can update the status of the inquiry. Currently the status is open. New inquiry means open inquiry. When I click on this person has done the payment, click on edit and update the status as enrolled. This person joined in the other institute. Click on edit, update the status as lost inquiry. So this is the report. So here they can filter the inquiries based on that. Now today there is a Java project batch starting in the evening. Then counselors will go to their portal. They will check the Java project inquiries. They will call them and they will update the status for that. So first login page is available. Registration page is available. So create the account and log in. Then dashboard will display your statistics. How many, your performance report will be displayed in your dashboard, and add inquiry, view inquiry, edit inquiry is available. Add inquiry means you fill the data and submit. Your inquiry will be added to the database. View inquiries, the inquiries which you added, only those inquiries will be displayed. Okay, so assume that there are two counselors available. One is John, another one is Smith. When John logged in, the dashboard should display based on the John data. So whatever the inquiries handled by John, the John information should display. When the John go to view inquiries, the inquiries which are added by the John only should display. Similarly, when Smith logged in, Smith report should display. How many inquiries are handled by the Smith, those records, and view inquiries, the inquiries which are added by the Smith only should display. That is counselor based data we need to fetch, guys. One counselor data we should not give to other counselor. One counselor data we should not display for the other counselor. So when I logged in into Amazon, can I see your orders? Come on. When I logged in into Amazon website, can I see your orders?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
When John logged in, John can see only the inquiries added by John. That's it. When Smith logged in, Smith should be able to see the inquiries which are added by the Smith. That's it. And the logout functionality will be available. When we click on logout, they will come back to the login page. Guys, you understand my requirement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, how we can find out the lost one?
We will call the people and we will ask them, right? Are you going to join? Then the people will tell, no, I have joined in the other institute. Then we will update the status as lost.
Okay.
It's a manual follow-up, right? Follow-up is always a manual process.
Sir, the
For
login
login,
and registration page is for counselors only, right?
Correct. Only counselors. Yes. This is completely counselors portal. Correct.
so sir,
Sir,
for login, we
after
need to
this
implement say
login,
Spring Security, or is
Currently,
this a
Spring
simple
Security
login?
we are not implementing, sir. Spring Security we will implement in the major project or in the next project.
Okay.
But because first I need to teach you Spring Security, then we will add that. It's a normal basic login registration, dashboard, adding the inquiry, displaying the inquiries.
sir, after login, display board is there, no, sir. In the display board, the name also displayed. That who is logging.
Yeah, you can display that. Welcome, the counselor name you can display. Yes. Who logged in, that person name you can display.
Yeah.
Now, I want you
What
people
is the
to,
front end that
I will
used
upload
for
this
this
document in the website, guys. I want you people to analyze this requirement, note down any questions you have on the requirement. It can be any silly question also, because as a developer, you should have 100% clarity on the requirement before starting the development. Without having the proper clarity on the requirement, you should never start the development. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
You need to get the 100% clarity on the requirement, then only you need to start the coding. Now, honestly, now you check. Do you have the confidence that can you develop this project on your own without anybody help, without my help? Are you in the position to develop this project on your own?
Yes,
How many
sir.
people?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Without anybody help, if I give this requirement, are you in the position today to develop this project on your own or not? Yes or no? Just type in the chat box. I want to see.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, just type in the chat box.
For the UI, I'll be struggling. But from backend end, I can develop it, sir.
Okay.
UI.
What is the UI you are using, Ashok?
Timely with the Bootstrap.
Bootstrap. Okay.
Ashok, for registration, we have used login and registration page,
Yes.
and the password is encrypted or
You
not.
can do that, sir. Encrypted password or normal. It's a mini project, right? You can do whatever you want.
Will you find anything with?
Yeah, anything is fine.
Sir, Hibernate exceptions, why it will occur, sir? Maybe database table configuration, maybe anything wrong, or how it
Yes.
will be.
If any mistake in the query execution.
No, sir. Actually, I didn't do that. Okay, Hibernate exception means only query side.
JPA related. If any problem in the data access layer, then you will get a Hibernate exception.
Okay, sir.
How many of you don't have confidence? I mean, can you develop this project on your own or not? I'm asking that question. I'm not getting the response. What is your skill now? If I give this task, can you do it on your own? Yes or no?
I would say no,
Yes,
no,
sir, I
Ashok.
can do it.
Because let me give you some reasons here. Okay. So if it's me, I can, just create a login page separately, register page separately, everything separately. And coming to the integration part, see, when you're seeing the login screen here, I don't know how to, enable that button kind of stuff or add that register page over there,
Okay.
and coming to the registration page, I mean, those boxes and all, maybe we can find it somehow, that is fine, but register page and all. And coming to the dashboard, if you see the dashboard, right, it's not a static data. We need to get the data of each person, right? So over there, again, we will have a question like how exactly we need to do the database design here, right? Like how to get some particular person's data. And also we need to ensure that this total inquiries match with the sum of all the other inquiries here.
Correct.
Like different sort of questions here. I mean, it seems that we can do it, but I don't really think I can do it for sure.
Okay.
At the same time, confused like how many databases we need to create for each person.
Okay.
Right, again,
This,
yeah.
this dashboard data is a dynamic data. If I
Yes.
log in, my numbers should come. If you log in, your numbers should come. You got my point?
Dashboard data is how it is working, like total inquiries and open inquiries.
That is what analysis, right? That is what analysis. You need to improve that area first. If I tell you,
we can keep
simple guys,
we can keep
I
a
can tell you
separate
how to do it in 10 to 15 minutes. I can tell you. If I tell that secret, then will you use your brain to think? Will you get the chance to think?
Yes, sir.
Whatever the requirement I have, I can tell you the requirement. I can tell you the secret in 15 minutes. How many tables we need to take, how many classes we need to take. It is just 15 minutes task for me. But you will not get the chance to think. You cannot open your brain. You don't open your brain if you listen to my secret. So that's where, that is the struggle people are facing in the industry. They are not getting the idea how to do it. So you need to struggle to get that idea now. That struggle one day. Tomorrow I will tell you. Then you compare your analysis matching with my analysis or not. If your analysis matching with my analysis, then you are good. Not matching, you have to learn. Tomorrow, when you have this kind of requirement, can you ask your manager how many tables I need to take for the project? Will your manager tell you how many tables we need to take and how to fetch this data?
No, sir, no.
No, sir.
No. You need to do on your own. And guys, remember, this Java real-time project course is the best course in the market for you. You will not get this kind of content anywhere, and no trainer will explain the projects like this by involving the people, by giving the chance to the people to think, by giving the chance to the people to develop, and the faculty will develop, then comparison, asking the questions. This is the best course in the market for you. And in the last 4 years, Ashok IT became very famous in the market because of this kind of project courses only. Ashok IT started in 2020 and 1 year COVID. Just 3 years operations we have done in the Hyderabad. But we are competition to the big institutes in the market. The reason, our content, our quality. So if you develop 3 projects like this, then can you imagine your confidence levels? You are going to do these 3 on your own from the scratch. From completely we are going to do, from line by line coding we are going to do. But first you will do it. If you success, excellent. If you are failed to develop that project, then I will do it. In the live class, I will do it. And I will involve the people in the development. It's not like one-way traffic. It's two-way traffic.
Sir, we have to use Spring and Spring Boot, right, sir, for this?
Yes, Spring Boot project, you need to create data JPA, WebMVC, TimeLeaf, MySQL database.
Right, sir, right, sir.
Sir, some HR will ask the question like, have you done the project like from scratch? So
Yes.
is this like a scratch? This
Scratch
is
only. So I'm not going to execute the previous batch works code. We will do everything from the scratch. We will develop the login page. We will develop the registration page. We will develop the dashboard. We will develop add inquiry, view inquiries. Everything we will do.
So this is the scratch, sir. This is meaning of scratch. Okay,
And this document is called high-level design document, functional design document. Some people will call this as functional design document. Some people will call it as requirement specification document. Some people will call it as a high-level design document, whatever you can name it. So this will give you the requirement.
Sir, for
in the
login,
company, they will share that document like this, what they are expecting from you.
sir, for login page registration, we are using HTML, that one.
Sure. The time leaf, I told you time leaf, right?
So, sir, can I develop login and registration background servlets?
No servlets, sir. Why servlets, sir? Spring Web MVC we are going to use. How many of you don't know Spring Web MVC?
Ashok sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
Tell me, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. I can hear you.
Sir, in the real time, we have GitHub, right? Then they had given GitHub URL. Then we have the predefined classes and methods, right? We have to implementation methods only, right? I don't know how to. After getting
that
the
is what
requirement,
you are going to learn here, sir.
Sorry.
That is what we are going to learn here.
Yeah.
Sir. Sir.
Hi, Ashok sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, sir.
Ashok sir, Actually, I don't have a complete knowledge of the Spring Boot.
Guys, I will tell you one thing.
Yeah.
From today onwards, in the 9:30 batch, we are starting Spring Web MVC. 9:30 Spring Boot batch is available. From today, we are starting Spring Web MVC, REST API, microservices. Topics are starting from today. So if anybody don't know the Spring Web MVC, REST API, microservices, then definitely you can't understand the project's development. So the people who want to join for the Spring Boot batch can join from today. Today new topic is starting, that is the Spring Web MVC. Spring Web MVC, in that Spring Web MVC we are going to learn all this time leaf part and all. Then REST API we are going to discuss Spring REST. Then microservices we are going to learn. If anybody don't know, they can join from today. So I will share the Zoom link of the 9:30 batch today, and that is a separate batch. It is not part of the JRTP. JRTP is nothing but project. Tools, mini project, major project is included in the JRTP, including Linux and AWS. If you want to learn that WebMVC, REST API, microservices, it's a separate batch at 9:30. So who don't know WebMVC, they can join for that course.
Okay, Ashok sir. Thank you.
I will share the Zoom link of 9:30 batch today in our WhatsApp group. If you are interested, you can join in that.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi. So for persistence layer,
Sir,
what we use like Hibernate or data JPA?
Data JPA we are going to use, sir.
Am I audible?
Sir,
data JPA we are going to use for the persistence layer.
Sorry?
Data JPA, Spring Data JPA.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, 1 minute.
Hi, Ashok.
1 minute. I'm going to upload this document for you people in our portal. Okay, so today I want you people to read the document. Today I want you people to read the document and come up with analysis part. Okay, so I want you people to analyze the requirement. Any questions that you are having, then you can ask me, and I want you to design the database before coming to the tomorrow session.
Hi,
Is it okay
Ashok.
for you?
I have a small question on requirement analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a student wants to register for two courses in our institute, then we need to open 2 records, or we need to
Currently we are adding 2 inquiries for the student. For one course, for one student, 2 different courses, 2 inquiries we are going to add.
Yeah. And that time, if we want to pull up separate one counselor dashboard, then we can keep a separate column who is handling the
then we need to establish
inquiry.
the relationships and we can do it.
Yeah.
Sir,
thank you.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, login purpose अलग separate table allowed?
You do the design, sir. Database design today I'm not telling you. So you do whatever the idea you are having. You do that. Tomorrow I will tell you my analysis for this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Today you have flexibility to analyze the requirement, and whatever that you want, you can analyze. Tomorrow you show me what is your analysis. Then I will tell my analysis so that you will understand your analysis is correct or not. You got my point?
Sir, how will it analyze?
Design only the tables using MySQL or any other.
MySQL, sir. MySQL tables you need to design for today.
Just we need to execute the queries and we need to
Yes.
tell you like tables like what
Yes.
type of variables it contains and all.
Correct.
Right. Thank you.
What tables we need, what columns we need, that you need to tell me tomorrow.
So
guys, can you check it? I have uploaded the document in the JRTP portal. Can you see? Are you able to access the document? And first of all, project is, you got the project, what is the requirement, and is it interesting? First mini project.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. I just log into the portal, my portal. I am able to see the mini project FDD, functional design document.
Very good.
So can we use Oracle database here?
Any database, sir. You can use MySQL or Oracle, anything is fine.
Okay, sir.
So it is feeling at a high level project.
named
Sorry?
as just mini project. So it is named as just mini project, but it is feeling that it is a high level project.
Okay. Okay.
But somehow that PDF is not opening, sir.
Click on download option.
Yeah, I clicked on download, but it is opening in a different
It is opening actually.
different tab, but
it is
failed
working
to
fine.
load
It is open.
PDF.
No, sir. For the remaining people, it is working, sir.
Yeah, it is working,
Yeah,
sir.
It is working.
Yes, sir, it is working.
It is working fine.
So when we do analysis, all those things, should we have to make documentation for all those things?
Yes, sir. You need to write, first of all, you need to understand the requirement. You need to read the requirement. You need to go through the requirement document multiple times. And here I have given some points about that requirement. Okay. So these are the points. Counselor is responsible for collecting the student inquiries information. Counselors will enter the inquiry details. 01 mini project training institute counselors portal. So counselor is responsible to collect the inquiries information. Counselors will enter the inquiry details in the website. Counselor can check inquiries to follow up based on the course status. Counselors will update inquiry status. Counselor can check the performance report in the dashboard. In our institute, we have multiple counselors. So that means our website should be able to handle multiple counselors data. And counselors portal screens we need to develop. Counselors portal screens. Okay. So first one, registration screen, registration page is available where counselor can create the account and can register. So this is registration page. Then they can log in. They can go to forget password and all. I'm not adding, guys. So if I add forget password and all that stuff, it will become a major project. Forget password I will include in the second mini project. So registration page, login page, then dashboard page is available. Then add inquiry page is available. Add inquiry page available. View inquiries available. View inquiries with the filter. With the filter, edit and update the inquiry. Edit and update inquiry. So these are the functionalities. So first counselor will register. They will create an account in the website. With that account, they can log in into our website. When they log in, immediately dashboard page will come. In the dashboard page, the numbers will be displayed based on the logged in counselor, and they can add the new inquiry, and they can see the inquiries they have added by using a filter. Filters they can apply. They can search based on the class mode. They can search based on course. They can search based on the status. Then next, edit and update inquiry. They can edit the inquiry and they can update the inquiry status also. So these are the 6 functionalities that we are having in our counselors portal. These are the screens that we need to develop. So now today, the assignment for you people, analyze the requirement, and if you have any questions, you can post the questions in the group. Analyze requirement and ask questions. Then second thing, database design. Database design, nothing but data model. In order to develop this application, what are the tables we need? What are the columns we need? You need to prepare SQL queries to create those tables which are required for our application. The database design is the task for you today. You will see the screens. I have given the screens. I have explained my functionality. So for developing this application, what are the tables we need in the database that you need to analyze and you need to show me tomorrow. So basically tomorrow, August 15th, tomorrow is a holiday. So I'm giving you 2 days of time. So you go through the project and you analyze this one and you let me know, and I will check your analysis on Friday. So you have 2 days of time. Tomorrow is holiday. So we have next class on Friday. So before coming to the Friday session, you complete your database design. Once the database design is completed, you do the Java classes and methods analysis also, as you have 1 day gap. Java classes and methods design. You no need to write any logic, guys. Don't write single line of code. You just identify the tables, create the SQL queries. Database design, data modeling, create SQL queries. So to create the tables, SQL queries are required. What are the tables we need? Then you create the SQL queries and you identify what are the Java classes required. In those classes, what are the methods? What is the parameter you need to take for the method? And what is the return type you need to take for the method? You need to identify and you need to show me in the Friday session. I will call some names and you need to show me. If you don't do the assignment, that means you are not interested to learn the project on your own. I can't do anything. If you are interested to do it, then you can learn something. If you are not interested, I can't help you. So in the Friday session, I will check your database design. I will check your Java classes and methods design. After checking some people's design, then I will get some idea what people are doing and what is their skill set. They are at which level. Based on that, I will explain my design, my analysis. Then you compare your analysis and my analysis so that we will understand your analysis is matching with my analysis or not. Is it okay for all of you?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, as
yes.
per your
Hello,
experience,
sir.
okay,
Sir.
after
Yes, sir.
analyzing all these things, how much time it required to build this project?
Sir, to build this project, if I build this project within 2 hours, I can complete this.
So,
That
Hello, sir.
that
okay.
database design we written a data model. That means we have to kind of model classes, all those things we have to written.
You just prepare SQL queries, that's fine. Model classes that we can do later point of time. You create the, you identify the table structure. What tables are required, what columns are required.
Sir, we have to write
Can
the
we
SQL
use
queries in Notepad or something else?
Yeah, MySQL database I am going to use for this.
MySQL workbench? Can we
Yes,
use?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir.
So can we
Hello,
take
sir.
help of the internet?
Sorry?
Can we take help of the internet, sir?
You can do it, anything. You can use any internet, you can use ChatGPT, anything you can do. So you do your analysis and show me in the Friday session. Tomorrow is a holiday. Tomorrow, August 15th, Independence Day, no class. We have next class on Friday. So in the Friday session, you people should show me your database design and the classes and methods. You create the project, you create the classes. No need to write the logic in the method, just to create the method signature, method parameter, method return type, method name, so that I will check whether your analysis is correct or not for this first mini project.
So today we can attend the Spring MVC class. No, sir?
Spring MVC class you can attend, sir. I will share the Zoom link and that is not free of cost. It is a
Yeah.
paid course. So today you can attend, then if you're interested, you can continue with that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, how to apply design pattern on this mini project, sir?
That we
How
will
to
see
be
later, sir. First, let's complete the basic project, then how to apply the design patterns, how to implement logging, how to implement security. So those things we'll discuss in the coming classes. If I add everything in this mini project, now this only will take 1 month of time.
Okay.
You got my point. So in the major project, we are going to include everything.
Okay, sir.
Hi, Ashok sir. In real time, do they give this kind of high level document to start
Yes,
with?
in the real time, they will give this kind of high level documents for you.
Okay, thanks.
And sir, whatever we mention here, the state in industry, there is any stand-up call on that or?
Yeah, so whatever that I have explained the requirement, right? So they will conduct a meeting. In the meeting, they will explain this requirement and they will share the document with you. Then everyday call will be there. In that call, if you have any questions, you can ask them. A call will be there in the real time with the functional team. Any questions you have on the functionality, you need to talk to the functional team. So now, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I am your functional team member. I will explain the functionality for you. If you have any doubts on the functionality, I will clarify the doubts for you. Technically, you need to do it.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Hello guys, then. So I'm hoping that everybody will do the
Whatever
assignment.
the requirements we have, sir, can you please go up, sir, a little bit?
I will share this notes file also. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can consider this as stories, different
Correct.
stories when
Correct.
we talk in the agile methodology, right,
Yes,
sir?
sir.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, here we have to write the SQL queries for creating the tables only, or whatever queries are required for this project?
No, only tables, that's it. What queries are required, that is different story. In the implementation, we will do that. In the coding
Okay.
part, we will write the queries. Here, only database design, tables
Okay, okay.
creation. Write SQL queries to create the tables.
Okay.
To create required tables. Okay. And you need to identify the
You will
classes and
be uploading.
methods.
You will be uploading this in today's notes, right, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm doing that, sir.
All right, sir.
Sir, in this step 3, can you explain more?
What are the classes we need to take to develop this project? That means, what are the Java classes you need for this project? In those Java classes, what are the methods you need to take? What are the parameters you need to take for the methods? What are the return types you need to take for the methods? Basically,
Yes,
Java classes. One project means collection of Java classes, right? What are the classes we need to take that you need to identify?
Just want to add one thing here, sir. Most of the people, they already said they are in the position to develop the project by themselves, right?
Sorry, sir, can
The
you come
same.
again?
Most of the person in the class are saying they are in the position to develop the project by themselves at this condition, right?
Yeah.
And then the same person asking like too many questions about the requirements. I didn't get it. We are 135 people here in the class.
Out of 135 people, so what I'm thinking is, so 10 to
And just
15
like 10 and
people,
12 people so keep parking the trainer. It's like,
yeah. So out of this 130,
Please.
10 to 15 people can do the project on their own. The remaining people will get some doubts. But they're saying that they can develop, but let us see on Monday. We'll understand the reality on the Friday. Sorry, not Monday, Friday. What is their analysis, we'll understand. Okay, cool guys. Thank you. With this, I'm stopping. So I request everyone, please complete the assignment before coming to Friday session. If you don't do
Thank
the
you, Ashok.
assignment,
Have a good
there
day.
is no use of the JRTP.
Thank you, sir.
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 Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.